Taking a look at the major averages here as we are about 38 minutes into today's trading session. Let me pop out of there real quick and give it on us over to the U.S. major averages. The Dow Jones Industrial Average has actually slipped into negative territory. That's now down by about 0.25%. And we'll take a look at the intraday chart here. There you can see we started off higher on the day, but have taken a bit of a nosedive here to the downside. And the NASDAQ Composite, that too, also now in negative territory, flat, but to the downside right now, about 7 points in the red. But you can see the move that's really taking place there on the far left side of your screen. And then the S&P 500 also flat, but to the downside. But again, same case there. About 10 a.m. we got some economic data that poured in, and so the market's starting to react to that. But I also want to take a look at some movers that we've got here on the day, and particularly there is one mover that I want to zero in on, and it comes in the form of Activision Blizzard. I'm just going to locate their ticker symbol very quickly here. It's up by about 1.2%, and also keep an eye on Microsoft shares with regard to a ton of news that's coming out from the companies today, particularly around the review of this acquisition. Of course, the EU is set to conclude their review of this on November 8th, and it seems that the latest out of this review is that, considering Sony was said to be worried about Call of Duty here, that the EU has not had any concessions received from Microsoft there, so it seems like the review is going to move forward. Activision shares reacting positively here. Microsoft shares, they were holding on to gains earlier in today's session, but we've seen a lot of movement take place as well as we've gone on throughout the rest of today's trading activity. Also, some new Call of Duty stats that came out today. I'll share those on my Twitter later on.
All right.